Hey everybody, it is middle of July 2025, the 19th, and there's another horse show today here in southern Missouri. So we're going to take Champ. It's going to be his third show. It's a small show, and since I ride in the professional status, there's only one class that I'm eligible to show in, the men's Foxtrot. So it won't be much for the drive that we're taking, but there's also a model class he can show in. So it'll be his first real model class that I show him in, see if I can get him to behave well. I'm wanting to win the model championship this September and the 3-year-old championship this September. So he needs all the practice and experience he can get. And we picked this show because it's right next to his park cat. He likes to knock everything off of shelves. We picked this show because it's right next to one of my mentors' barns. So I'm hoping he will be there and I can introduce y'all to him and get some tips on how to make Champ even better.
We should go see Birdie really quick. Hello. Hi. Door scared ya. Hi, Winnie. There we go, loading up. So it's actually just me and JR going tonight. We got about a 2-hour drive before we get there. Okay, we just got here. There's cloud coverage, so it's not too hot right this second.
I'd even warm him up before, but then he'd be sweaty for the model class, or just go in there and practice the model class and ride him in between the model and the...
He definitely needs warmed up. He's not that experienced yet. I'd just let him be sweaty. So we actually have a few other shows over the summer, so on the way here we decided we're just going to combine them all. So you're going to see this one, and then we don't know the next shows. We'll let Lebanon, Rogersville,
Grove Springs.
So we're probably going to combine them all and kind of so you can see in this video how he does throughout the summer. Okay, so we got JR all signed up. This is his number, and then he's in class 1 and 10. Open model and men's Foxtrot. JR did ride Champ around for a little bit, just taking him in the arena where he would be showing, riding him around, just getting him used to everything, warming him up in his show gates, but mostly just getting energy out because he is a young stallion and he has a lot of energy.
All right, looks like we're good to go. Let's bring in class number 1, if we could, please. This is open model, and I am looking for 6.
So this is Champ's first class of the evening, a model class, and I believe this is only the second time he has done this. So we're going to see how he does.
I thought about just taking this horse show out of the video, but in full transparency, we have to show you the good with the bad. I don't know what this judge's deal was. She really shook up my confidence, but she ends up giving us last in every class we entered that night. I showed him in this class, and he's the best built Foxtrotter I've ever owned in 40 years of owning them. She gave him last. When I showed him, she gave him last. I started wondering if it was me or the horse, so I had a friend of mine show him, and once again, she gives him last. So we packed up and got out of there pretty quick, thinking she was either there was something wrong with my horse that I didn't know about, or maybe possibly she knows the channel and doesn't approve of what we're doing. We get a lot of kickback like that in the horse community where people will get mad at us at a sale where we're making a video, or at a horse show they'll say something about like why we get fans or recognition, or that we're doing it for the clout, so they'll hold grudges against us. I didn't know if it was the horse or something like that until we started going to the rest of the shows this summer, and we get an average to see what his standing really is. And I think it was just this lady. Right after the model class, got him saddled up and ready to go into the performance classes. He's sure looking good right there. So this was our first performance class, and he's not doing 100% his best, but he's still doing everything pretty right. He looks pretty good. His nose is a little bit more tucked than I would prefer here, and at the time of editing this video, I have that problem fixed, and we're getting ready to go to the World Show, so I'm real excited. Emeri got a few shots of some of the other competitor horses in this class, and all in all, I'm happy with his performance this night, but we do improve as the summer goes on.
Goes to number 251, Hollywood Harlot, written by Josh Baker. Congratulations. Second place goes to 1158, Grand Imagination.
Woo!
So I guess I misspoke. I thought we actually got third in this class, but we ended up getting second. But you know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. Because we hadn't won, and because just for fun, I decided to switch his bridle, and there was no other classes I could show him in. So I put him back in his training bridle, and my horseshoer was there. This man's name is Paul Dovey, and I've known him my entire life because he was one of my grandpa's friends, and my grandpa taught him a lot about the Foxtrotters and kind of got him started in shoeing back in the 70s and 80s. So we let him show him tonight, and Champ actually got his best ride for Paul. He looks the best in this class because we had switched back to the bridle he was used to riding in the barn. I thought Paul clearly won this class, even though I really do like the other lady's horse, but we didn't get that call from the judge, and that's okay because we get better as we go on that summer.
Well, let me tuck in what gut I have left.
Wait, look at me, look at me, look at me.
I'll tuck my gut in.
I'm trying to get Champ. Okay.
I'll push mine out.
Okay, I got it. Okay, this is the following week, and Champ is getting ready to go into his first class here in Lebanon. It's going to be the model class. And then he'll have 2 or 3 shows, performance shows after that. So we're going to see how he does. Hopefully it's better than last week.
I was pretty nervous going into this class because the same horses that beat me last weekend were in this class, and a few more on top of it, along with some professional model trainers that I really respect.
Have any entries for class 8 or 18. So if you follow those classes, you'll know to be getting ready. Looks like first place goes to number 145,
Woo!
Jerry Rosa.
Woohoo!
Second place goes to 970. Looks like Gracie Esri. Third place to 188, which is Lacey Oho. Fourth place goes to 139, which is Leanne Goins. And we have fifth place at 189, which is Tinley Sutherland. Good job, guys.
Get your picture taken. They didn't ask. No, they don't picture. I wish they were. That means more to me than the performance class. I never won a model class before.
Okay, here comes JR, but he's the only one in this class.
We got Jerry Rosa on Grand Imagination.
It's always a bummer when you get in a class by yourself But it does pay back money, and I was wanting to go to Denny's afterwards, so I didn't mind.
More Logistics, LLC, Ed and Sheila Moore. We have J.R. Rosa out there, and we would like him to canter his horses, please. Canter his horses. That was at the judge's decision, so you may get knocked some points there, sir. Reverse your horses, bring them up and line them up, please. Reverse your horse, bring him up and line him up, sir. All right there, guys. Thank you, JR, for being such a good sport on that. We appreciate that, and you putting in your time on that nice animal you got there. J.R. Rosa, folks, right there in your Foxtrot 3-year-old.
In this next class, we got into a lot better competition, so let's see how we did.
Now, on Ruby's Legend, we have Tater Sutherland. Our next MFA drawing, MFA out of Conway, our drawing winner is Amber Wilson. Amber Wilson, you're our next winner from MFA at Conway. If you would like to collect a bag of feed or a bucket of your choice, whatever's still available.
Right here in the walk, Champ is about 1 degree off of where he needs to be in his walk. He's kind of off the bit. It's very minute, but I can see it. He's doing pretty good, but I want to point out some of the details. Right here in the trot, he's really leaning into the curve, working off the bit right, and starting to reach right. So this is where I wanted him at the time. The only problem I see is my hands are moving on his bit, meaning he's not pulling evenly on the up and down stroke of his head shake. A problem which I did fix in the next upcoming weeks.
Walk your horses, please. Walk your horses. Bring them to a walk, please.
Halfway through this class, I realized that Champ was working way better when he was behind Taylor Sutherland's horse here. I think she must have been in heat and he wanted to keep up with her. So I got behind him and he straightened out that walk that I was criticizing. So I'm going to use that technique in the next class.
It looks like number 147, Sean Sublett, on playing the ace card. There's your champion there. Then we got 2079 for Tater Sutherland on Kentucky Kate. Third place goes to contestant 145 on Jerry Rosa on Grand Imagination. And then we round out the field with fourth place of 138 is our contestant on Jeff Danner on Ruby's Legend. Thank you guys again for another great class.
This is the final class, and as you can see, Champ is really working good there. Kind of have him ironed out for the evening, and he gives me my best ride of the night here. In the final class, there's not separated by professional and amateur and men and women's and stuff like that. It's just all the good horses can show back against each other to kind of pick the champion of the night.
Me, your announcer, the guy that messes everybody's names and horses up here tonight, and then also Todd. decision for tonight. It looks like first place goes to badge number 140, which 140, Brian Biggs.
Oh.
Okay, 145, second place goes to Jerry Rosa.
Woo, good job, Jerry.
Third place goes to 872.
Awesome.
I was very happy to get second place in this class, and the mare that won it, Senorita Bonita, definitely deserved it. She was doing great that night.
Okay, let's go see him.
This is a picture from the next horse show the following weekend in Grove Springs, and we did quite well in this model class also.
1069 is Yankees Red Cloud J, shown by Danny Cook, owned by Danny and Lynette Cook. And Grand Imagination, shown by Jerry Rosa Jr. and owned by Jerry Rosa Jr. out of Newburgh, Missouri. Entry number 333. Now you've done it.
After a second place in the model class, it was only up from there into the performance classes. We had a really good night at Grove Springs.
That looks good, Dad.
Unfortunately, Emeri didn't come with us to this show, so we don't have very many videos, but I think we won most of our classes this night, and there were several at Grove Springs that I could enter. I think we entered 3 or 4 classes, and in my opinion, we almost won the state class because the judge obviously liked him. She was placing him first in his prelim classes. He did great in the state class, and in the last lap, he made a huge mistake right in front of her, and she had to knock us down to third place, which was understandable. But there was like 9 horses in the state class, so third was really good.
Okay, so this is weeks and weeks later, and the show, the big show that JR has been working for all year is coming up, and we are leaving in 2 days to go to it. So JR is doing his last fine-tuning on Champ.
We're just preparing for the show. All I'm doing tonight is just working slow and rhythmically. I'm not asking him for much. I'm just asking for everything to be technically correct at whatever slow speed he can do it technically correct. So if I can just keep him as correct as he just rode, then on the Saturday night, I can then up it and say, now give me everything you got. And he will be so used to doing everything technically correct and slow that when he puts more effort into it, he'll stay technically correct and hit that 100% there. We're gonna peak. Yeah. You know, it's like a boxer going into a fight. They're training and sparring a week out. They're not going hard. They're doing every fundamental technically correct. Then when they get in to their performance, they can go all out and have the foundation to go on top of it.
Okay.
So I'll jump up there and show you what I'm doing. So what I'm doing that's so technically correct is his mouth is balanced. He's pulling evenly on both sides of the bit there. The angle from his pole down to his nose is at the same angle as his shoulder blade. He's holding the correct amount of pressure on that bit. My hands are perfectly still, and his head shake is going off of the pivot point of my hand, keeping the same pressure the whole time. All of his leg work and undercarriage work was just exactly right. In the trot, when I was going this direction, his trot was rhythmic and stridey. He was taking slow strides, covering ground, instead of quick, fast strides, with everything picture perfect. Like he's doing everything the way I want him to do it. So I'm just going to get him warmed up. He doesn't even have a sweat yet. I'm going to get him warmed up and sweating, give him a 10-minute break. We're going to switch to the show bit, and I'll take him down the road where I can ask for, you know, right there I was asking for the least amount of effort he can do the technically correct gaits. When I go outside, I'll probably ask him for 50% more effort than that. And when he gives it to me, then I'll just quit somewhere where I'd be showing him at like the start of a class. I won't ask him for 110% effort until the night of the show. You know, because I want to build.
I want to build on. I want to just ask for just a little bit more each night until that night. And then we'll hammer down and win our championships, win our garlands.
Okay, heading down the road.
Yeah, I can go back and forth out here. So
Okay,
you can
just
see 'em.
show a little bit. And then the next time you see Champ, he will be at the Fall Show and Celebration. That's what it's called, the Fall Show and Celebration. Oh, he likes that.
That's his itchy spot.
He loves that. He says more. So we're pretty excited to be heading to one of the biggest shows of the year for our breed, the Missouri Foxtrotter. It's the Fall Show and Celebration in Ava, Missouri. We'll definitely be posting a video in the near future of how JR and Champ do down there. And we'll also be posting over on our Patreon results as the week goes if you want to check that out. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. But we are super excited about this upcoming week, getting to watch JR and Champ enter the show ring. This is something JR has been dreaming about since Champ arrived in our lives as a little foal. So it's a pretty big deal, and we are so proud of both of them, all the hard work and determination they have put in over this past year.